Good evening, this is Brian Gardner.
This is Brian Gardner.
This is Edge
and this
6003.
Is Edge 6003 fall.
This is the second part of my presentation on artifacts for tiering and compacting
The
fall course.
Two of my toolbox number 1, and I'm examining a learning contract that I attempted in my 6th grade gifted science class. I had a student who was extremely bright, brilliant in fact, did very well on his pre-assessments, and had high scores in standardized tests. Unfortunately, he's also been a bit of a disruption, a bit of a behavior problem, always wants to answer questions in class, blurts out answers, seemingly difficult to bring into the fold. My idea was to work with the student on some type of learning contract and use that as an incentive to help his learning, to increase his differentiation. I talked to him about working on an independent project, and he said he was interested in programming, that he programmed in Java, that he could do some kind of layers of the atmosphere project. The next day he wasn't really sure that he wanted to complete this project, but he said he would still examine Scratch and Snap for coding potential. I also came up with an alternative idea to bring the student into the fold by having a chess tournament. By Wednesday, he still hadn't decided, and I kind of thought he wasn't quite mature enough to handle this type of independence. After some discussion with my classmates, and upon review, I think the better system is to establish learning contracts in stages, to go with a stage 1 of smaller contracts, and have the student establish their work ethic and their involvement in the class. After completing stage 1 or mini contracts, then you can move on to a larger contract. I certainly haven't given up on this student, and I hope to incorporate learning contracts into my gifted classrooms later in the year. Thank you for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation.
Created using Powtoon.